Well, hello, friends. I am so glad you're here. And if you're thinking that it doesn't look like my normal studio behind me here, you are correct. And in fact, I am doing my very first live stream on location because tonight is a sponsored live stream. So thank you to Silveri Jewellers, to Lisa and Todd, the owners of Silveri Jewellers here in Guelph. They are kicking off their Christmas campaign for a charity that is near and dear to their heart. And in fact, the way we thought we'd do it was to invite the executive director of Michael House, their chosen charity partner, to come and speak with us tonight. And as well, I wanted to make sure that Paige, the social media and community manager here at Silveri Jewellers, was here with me this evening. But of course, you guys know I would be absolutely lost without him. So even in this beautiful jewelry store that we're in tonight, I see all of Canada on Fred's chest there. I'm sure his head is above him somewhere. I don't know where, but it's there. He's waving to us, friends. All right, so we've got Fred in the background ready to go. And I'm not kidding. Tonight, we are going to craft a card on the jewelry showcase right here next to me. This is going to be so super, super fun. So here's how it's going to run tonight. I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking with Paige and Karen. We're going to then move over to do a card that I've made. I'm going with simple, because simple is where it's at tonight, friends, because I'm not in my studio and I brought everything with me. If you saw my story on Instagram, you'll know I was a little bit nervous about forgetting stuff, but I'm so glad to see so many people that I know here this evening. Jody, hello. Donna, I'm so glad you're here. Lauren, I can't believe how much light is now flooding into your house with those renovations today. And Ashley, I hope you're feeling really better really, really soon. If you wouldn't mind telling us, where do you know us from? If you're coming in, we have Facebook streaming tonight as well too. So if you're coming in, we'll notice if you're there on Facebook. I see the likes coming already. One of the things that's really important for us this evening is to help people discover us. So we want people to know that here in Guelph, we are a community. And that means that we enjoy crafting like I do, enjoy beautiful jewelry at our local independent retailer here, Silveri Jewellers, and have wonderful missions like Michael House that we can support. So if you are a friend of Michael House, a friend of Silveri Jewellers, or a friend of mine, or heck, if you're a friend of all three, just tell us in the chat where you know us from. I would love to hear that. And by all means, we're here to answer questions tonight for you too. So first little while we're going to spend together, we're going to have a little conversation here by the Christmas tree that Silveri Jewellers has put up for us. Then we're going to craft on the diamond counter. And yes, Paige has been allowed to take the diamonds out and show this to us. So we're going to have a little bit of diamond fun tonight as well, friends. And then we're going to show you the campaign cards and wrap it up. This is all that we do this evening. Please make sure as we're going so that the algorithms send us out everywhere that you're liking and commenting and asking questions. Amela, I'm so glad you're there. If you've got the kidlies with you, I'd love to know that the kids are here. But without further ado, oh, and let me just say this. The camera angles are all weird. They're all weird tonight, and that's okay. We're just going to go with it because this is new, and living and learning are two very important things to me. So let's make this a really fun learning experience. So in the chat, will you give us emojis of a round of applause while I turn this camera around to introduce you to Karen and Paige? Woo, woo, woo. Yay.
Hello,
here we are.
Hello. Good evening.
I'm going to be over here, you guys.
Thanks, Sherri.
All right. This is wonderful. So I am so fabulously happy to see you ladies here this evening. And I just saw that my mom is in the chat. So everybody please say hi to Gloria.
Hi, Sherri's mom.
Yes, Mom. We're so happy that you're here as well. I feel like I have extra bling like a diamond because of what you made me. So thanks, Mom. I'm glad that you're here. All right. So ladies, let's go ahead and introduce yourselves. Karen, just tell me a little bit about you and your role, and then we'll come back to talk about the mission in a second, and Paige will get you.
Okay, very good. Well, I am thrilled to be here. Thank you so much, Sherri, and to Lisa and Todd and Silveri's for inviting us to be a part of this. My name is Karen Kamphuis, and I'm the executive director at Michael House.
Fantastic, Karen. Glad you're here. Paige, same thing for you, my friend.
Hi, I'm Paige. I, as Sherri said, am the social media and community manager here. I've been here for about 7-ish, maybe 8 years. I don't know. I've lost count now.
Woo!
But yeah, that's me.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, ladies, we want to know a little bit about the mission of Michael House because we're going to talk about what this charity campaign is, Paige. But first, let's understand your mission. Karen, what can you tell us?
Thanks. So Michael House supports single mothers and their children, and not only in Guelph, but we have women that come the province that need support.
Wow.
So we have housing, we provide care, we provide support. And I have to tell you, in every day I get 1 or 2 little cuddles from babies and little people, and it makes my days very special.
Okay, wait a second. So you're saying in your profession, you actually get to cuddle the babies that you help take care? Okay, I just get to craft. I'm not sure that's fair. All right. So, Karen, that's wonderful. Paige, community manager, social media here at Silveri Jewellers. Tell us a bit about you.
Yeah, so here we've got a lot of exciting jewelry. We like to bring in everything from trending to timeless pieces. We have Todd, who does our goldsmithing on site. He's been doing it for, I don't even know, probably over 50 years or something at this point.
Something.
And yeah, and then the store has been around since 2001.
Awesome. That is amazing. And I'm just seeing Mela, I'm seeing that you got the Kidleys here. I'm so glad that you're here as well too. So important for us to have our future crafters be part of what we're doing here as well. And I'm seeing some very fun things in the emojis. Love you guys all. Thank you so much. So Karen, Silveri Jewellers is a supporter of Michael House in many ways, this campaign being one of them. Tell us about your relationship with Silveri Jewellers.
Okay. Well, it's long spanning. Silveri Jewellers has just been such a positive encouragement to our team at Michael House, and they support us all through the year. But Christmas is very, very special. They have done a toy drive for us for many, many years as we do a big party and just want to bring Christmas, all of the beautiful little people that are part of our Michael House family. And yeah, they support, they sponsor, they just are involved in many of our events during the year.
Fantastic.
So we are so grateful.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay, Paige. So this campaign is expanded from the campaign you normally do around the toy drive. So tell us about the toy drive, and then let's talk about how we're doing the card drive this year.
For sure. Yeah. So as Karen said, we've done the toy drive for many years now. And essentially what the toy drive is you can bring in a toy to Silveri Jewellers and you can get 20% off if you're shopping in store here. But what we've added this year is the card campaign. So you can just give a donation straight to Michael House, and then you'll get one of the handmade cards for free with your donation.
Incredible. That's wonderful. Well, Karen, I know that as a privately funded entity, it's important that people get to know your mission, which you've shared with us here. What can you tell us about the folks who work at Michael House and how they are a part of bringing your mission to reality?
Yes. So we have a team. Our primary workers will work directly with the women, and they work a lot on goal setting. So in our residential program, the primary workers are there helping to guide them through the postpartum and prepartum and delivery and birthing and all of that, and then support the moms as they adjust to becoming mothers and what all that entails. And then at supportive housing, we really work on goal setting because we really want them to be able to move into the community and live with well-being and wholeness with their families.
So what type of timeline do the moms and the children that you help? I mean, I know once they've come to Michael House, they'll always be friend and family to you. But what's the timeline of your work look like with these folks?
So it just depends on the level of need and where they're coming from and what's going on in their own lives. But at the residence, often they'll stay up to a year, but probably the average stay would be around 6 to 9 months.
Incredible.
And then at supportive housing, we're all well aware that we have a housing crisis going on. At supportive housing, we have 8 2-bedroom apartments where the moms can come and live with their little people and do life semi-independently, but also with the support of the staff there. And they can stay there up to 2 years.
Incredible. Now, Paige, if I'm remembering correctly, the tagline for Silveri Jewellers is jewelry to celebrate your life. So part of this kickoff tonight is a celebration of this campaign that we're talking about, but it is wonderful to be able to have an independent retailer that we can come to and shop confidently. Can you tell us a little bit about why Lisa and Todd love operating their store here in Guelph?
Yeah, well, I think speaking for Lisa, she's been here her whole life. She loves the Guelph community. She's a big part of it. And I know we love to stay connected to the community. Guelph just has this fun entity to itself where we love kind of supporting the small businesses. And so I think we've seen that working with other small businesses as well. So yeah, being able to connect with places like Michael House is a great way for us to kind of give back to this awesome community.
That's incredible. Thank you, Paige. Karen, can you tell us something that you think, like in the tickle trunk of fun facts about Michael House, what can you share with us that you love to be able, maybe even to brag a little bit about?
Oh boy, let me just think about that for a minute. I think it's just so amazing when our women move into the community and they're thriving.
Ah,
It's just because oftentimes they come, right?
Yeah.
And they're walking out a sobriety journey or they're fleeing domestic violence. There's lots of big traumas, big things in their lives.
mhm.
And then when they go through the program and go through all of the things we're hoping to encourage them to do and make goals and achieve those goals, it's truly, truly an awesome thing.
Incredible. That's wonderful.
Mhm.
And Paige, I think one of Lisa's core values is generosity. She's always loving. She's giving with her time, with her advice, being able to make sure she's going above and beyond for her customers in the community. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to work for Lisa and Todd.
Oh man, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I think I've received so much generosity from them, from like personally, and I also just see it the way they run the store and the way they are with their staff. I'm almost like getting emotional.
Oh,
I feel like
that's
they've just like
okay.
always been like just so good to us. And then equally to people who come in, whether we've given donations to other charities and schools and stuff, donating and raising money for stuff in the community. So yeah,
Absolutely.
they're just continuously generous.
And your customers here at Silveri Jewellers, all different walks of life, all different
Absolutely.
folks.
Yeah.
Can you tell us so that people who maybe haven't been to the store understand? I mean, behind us, you can see some beautiful showcases, but can you tell us a little bit about the different things that are available in the store? And let's start with Todd's goldsmithing.
Yeah. So Todd works on, if it's ring sizing, chain repairs, whatever it is, jewelry, fixing related, he can do it. We also do custom work. Some of it's done in house, some of it we just work with a partner. And then in terms of jewelry, we've got everything from silver jewelry. We try to bring in high quality silver jewelry, but it's more affordable, better for everyday wear, you could say. And then we've got obviously our diamonds and the gold and everything that's kind of expected in jewelry stores. So,
Incredible. That's wonderful. Do you have a favorite thing customers come into the store for, Paige?
I mean, you can't help but love when people come in looking for engagement rings.
Right?
It's just an exciting time of life. I think anniversary bands are fun too, celebrating those huge 50-year milestones is also fun.
I don't know if everybody remembers seeing, hang on a second, let's just see if we can get it. Fred, 30 years coming down the mountain, just so we're saying anniversary bands. Just saying it, Fred. Nod.
Yeah,
there we
Fred,
go.
that's a hint, Fred.
We
Remind me
got
later.
this. We got this. Wonderful. Well, I just want to make sure that I'm scanning in the chat as well, too, that we are answering any questions that we have here. Kim, it's amazing to see you as well, too. We've got friends from Michael House. So by all means, folks, feel free to ask the questions that you want to ask in the chat as well. What we're going to do, and I should say as well, too, the store is closed at this very moment so that we could do this without distraction and without getting in any trouble with anybody. So I'm going to show you a little bit about things as I flip stuff around here. But if you have questions, please go ahead and add into the chat any questions that you have, because we're both, and all of us are going to be here ensuring that we're here to answer your questions. Before we switch over to doing a card here, is there anything, Karen, that you would like folks to really know about Silveri Jewellers and the mission that you're partnering in, or Michael House specifically?
Oh, thank you for asking that.
Of course.
I just always think about that quote that says it takes a village. And I really believe that with Michael House and our families. So often they come to us and they don't have family support. They don't have any backstory that's really encouraging them along. And for us, it does indeed take a village of people just helping and serving and doing and loving and caring. And Todd and Lisa just exemplify that over and over again.
They sure do.
So I love that they're part of our village.
I love that they're part of the village too, and that we all get to be part of the village this evening as well. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to pick up the camera, folks. So everybody, just put your seatbelt on for a second. It will feel a little bumpy for a second. I'm going to flip it around, and we're going to start doing our little bit of diamond show and tell fun, as well as creating a card for this evening. So let's do that. Watch me go, friends. See? Woo! Okay, I'm going to make a short of that exact thing. There's Fred. You see him over there in the beautiful store. And I'm going to put this sort of here next to me like this, friends. And while we're doing this, Karen and I are going to get in position, and I'm going to put on the other camera. So we've got split cameras now. Okay, so Paige, let's start with you. Let's do it all about the diamonds. So friends, what you can see here is we're over top of the diamond counter here. And as Paige was just saying, the engagement's an exciting time of life. Tell us a little bit about what we've got going on here, Paige. And Karen and I are going to try and figure out camera angles as you do.
Sure.
And we'll
Okay.
ooh and ah.
We will ooh and ah
Yeah.
like professionals.
So this tray here is the lab grown diamonds, which have grown insanely popular because you can get a beautifully sparkling ring.
Okay.
Yes.
Sort of more
Yeah.
affordable than a natural diamond, but it is still a diamond. So that's why Ruben
And the
loves
sparkle of a
the-
new diamond is just
Oh.
beautiful, isn't it?
I mean, I think the sparkle of an old diamond is also beautiful.
Yeah.
but I am with you, Karen. The new diamonds just
Yeah.
have that gorgeous type of thing. And what can you tell us about this one, Paige? What can we know?
So this one is, let me just get the details here. So it's a 1.5 carat oval diamond with a 6 claw setting, which is a unique setting. They're usually set with 4 claws.
Okay.
And then there's kind of this hidden halo detail.
Ooh.
Oh, how beautiful is that?
Mhm. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
So we love that one.
Gorgeous.
This one's new, so it's a fan favorite.
I can see a comment in the chat that says, "Oh, hello, icing," and I absolutely love that. I'm going to call it icing from
Yeah.
now on. Absolutely, it is. Okay, show us one more page, and then we'll get to crafting.
Yeah, we can't not look at this one.
Oh,
This
Oh,
one
no. Look at that one.
is 5.16 carats.
Wow.
I'm just
That's-
telling you guys,
that's
if you
true icing.
if you just want to have a little pick me up, come into Silveri Jewellers and have them show you the diamonds. You don't have to buy it to feel as good as we do right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wow. So what can we know about this beauty?
Yeah. So a 5 carat round cut diamond. Again, some hidden gems underneath there too. So
I just heard my
Wow.
husband across the room say 5 carats.
I think that means
I
your
think that's-
30th anniversary.
I think 5 and 30 go
Oh my
together, friends.
goodness.
I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
can
saying.
hardly wait to see it on your finger, Sherry.
Karen and I are not
Right
commissioned
now.
salespeople, but we sure wish we were.
Oh,
All right, friends. So there's a couple of diamonds that we're going to show. Now, this space right here, we're going to work on. I got to figure out where my stuff is going to go. And to keep the counter just extra safe, I'm just going to put down a mat for myself here. That's going to help me know where I'm going. Don't worry. We'll bring the diamonds back. But let me show you a little bit about what we're doing tonight. I'm using a product from Hero Arts. And Hero Arts is a wonderful, wonderful company. We're going to be creating a scene this evening. So this set that I have has stamps, it has dies, it has some inspiration and instructions with it as well. Where's my camera? This way. And I'm going to switch to this one, Karen. There we are.
okay.
And now here, there we are. Karen and I are going to stay in
Perfect.
the bubble right up here. And be sure you're asking your questions and telling us what you'd like to know. But what I'm going to do is a little bit of my TV magic. Now, Mia, you'll remember when we were doing some cards, I used some TV magic before. So let me show you. I think this will be best if I go this way. So this is like the scene that we're going to make this evening. Now, just so you know, in case things got a little bit hairy, I did lots of TV magic for me to be able to do this evening. So if I can't for some reason make this work on the diamond counter, that's okay. We have all the things we need. I'm just going to move them over to the side here for me. And we're going to start with some inking. And what I've got for inking, a couple different things. And I suddenly have to remember, all I can think about is beautiful babies and their moms being beautifully taken care of here. I'm going to be using some distress inks this evening. And we're going to start with, so I've got a couple colors here. This one is called Black Soot. This is Rustic Wilderness. And this is Uncharted Mariner. So you can see in my sample, what I'm sort of doing is a bit of a night sky up on the top here, a snowy village scene and some greeneries as if we're kind of got some depth going on here. So first thing I'm going to do is take these cool blending brushes and open up the package that they're in. Yes, there we go. We can do that. And I'm just going to get a bit of ink on this. And what I'm doing in my card here, now I'm crafting sideways to you guys this evening. You're just going to have to deal with that because that's where we're at tonight.
Looks
Karen.
good
That's
to
where
me, Sherry.
Okay, good. I'm glad, Karen. Thank you for the approval. Okay, so in the corners over here, I'm just going to take this ink and I'm dapping it on at first. And then I'm going to start actually with some sort of like little, what do you call these motions? Little circular type motions. I feel like this is a little wrist workout that we get to have here on our crafting evening. So I want just a hint of this green down at the bottom. And now what I'm going to do is go in for that blue that I want up at the top. Is that what I'm going to do? No, I've thought of something else I'm going to do. Okay, just a piece of paper here that I've ripped. I'm going to put it down. And Eva, if you're watching, you helped me think of this the other night. I'm going to put this down because in the snowy foreground, I want there to be sort of some visual dimension. So I've just ripped this piece of paper, and what I'm going to do is just very lightly come in. It's not going to show much on camera to start with, but I'm coming in with just a little bit of a blue inking here. And I'm not looking to get this all smooth and flat because I wanted to actually show some of the differences in the size of what we're using here. This should make our village kind of pop up and look like we have depth in our picture. Okay, so just a little bit of blue there. So see, I've got some white and some blue. It's almost like I've made some hills as we're doing this. Okay, so that's our little bit of blue. And now I want to bring over, and this is as fancy as I'm getting tonight. Everything else will be not as fancy, but we'll show you what I mean in a second here. I'm going to take this. You guys know one of my favorite tools is my Misty Stamper, and I've actually got it set up in a couple unique ways this evening. Wow, crafting outside of your studio is a new adventure, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is.
You're doing great.
Okay, here we go.
How
So,
long have you been doing this, Sherri?
Sydney and Paulo Cable from Silveri Jewellers fame, because they're their children. During COVID, we bubbled as a family. And so when we did that, they and I were seeking out books to read, patterns to knit, hobbies to find. And one day, Paulo and Sydney said, why don't we make cards? And they brought some of Lisa's card making stuff over. And then eventually my dining room got taken over. And then eventually we made a whole studio in my house out of it. And Sydney and Paulo still come over occasionally to make cards with me. It's a ton of fun.
I love that.
I do too. I do too. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Down here is our sort of grass in the foreground, our snow here. And now we're going to get our
Yes.
village onto it.
Thank you, Kim. She noticed that we have an Amazon wish list for Michael House.
Okay.
We often put things on the wish list and people can go in and shop. And honestly, sometimes we have the most wonderful Amazon packages that arrive unexpectedly at our doorstep.
Okay, well, tell us, like, what would be an
So-
example of something that was on
like
that
one of
wish
the
list?
things that we have on that wish list are things for our apartment. So when the women come in, we do cooking classes. So sometimes they have kitchen things on there. And we often, in all of our units, we put in a crock pot. So we do crock
Oh,
pot cooking.
Okay.
But oftentimes it's diapers, it's wipes. Many people
Mhm.
think that at Michael House, because we start with newborn babies, they forget that those babies grow.
They
So
do.
oftentimes the diapers that are size newborn and size 1 don't last very long. So
Right.
we're often looking for, size 3, 4, and 5.
All right,
So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Kim, thanks for pointing that out for us. I really do appreciate that. Now, at Michael House, we have Maria on line as well,
Yeah.
too, so she can certainly answer questions for us as well.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
you, Margarita.
yes.
I'm hoping that Maria can share the Amazon wish list
Yes,
for
that'd be
you.
wonderful. Put it in the chat by all means. We would love to see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this card again is I'm just going to have this down in the corner. Now, see this little piece here? What I've done is I've cut out how the little village is, and I'm going to mask off that section. Okay, so I've got this little ninja-like masking that I'm doing here, and I'm going to come back in with my blue that I started with so that I can actually, and you know what?
I love that this is considered a simple.
Me too. Paige, you must have been reading my mind. I was thinking, this does not seem simple.
Well, I'm not cutting out any pieces. There we go.
Okay.
That's simple. Okay, so we've got the blue. So what I'm going to do in the top corner over here, can you guys see where I'm at? Let me move over. Doo-doo-doo. I know that Karen and I are eyeing up the diamonds under here too to see
Mhm.
what we're going to bring out next. But I'm just going to go along the edges here with a little bit of a heavy hand in this color because I'm starting to make the night sky color come together. And even though night skies are dark, we want to start with blue to give us a really nice sort of look to the way it is. Now imagine behind the village here that the light is sort of glowing up. I don't want to take too much of the center of the card away from that effect. So I've got some blue in there. And now without putting any more ink on my hand, I'm just going to lightly come into the center. And even though it looks like it's still white, that blue is actually coming off in a sort of a nice way. You'll see when I remove the mask. But first, let's just get this blended.
So satisfying.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just one of these things that comes together. Wait till we do the peel and reveal of the village down there.
Mm.
And now to make it a night sky, we want to come in with, that's right, the black color. Yes, indeed. So I'm just going to pull that off and tap it off on my corner here. Again, I'm starting in the corners and the sides because I don't want to overwhelm it. I'm not trying to paint this black. What I'm trying to do is give the look of the sky, which, let's face it, Mother Nature has made it so that the sky is not all one color like a paintbrush. It's actually lots and lots of colors made up that bring us the enjoyment of staring off into the wonder of the beautiful space. Okay, so now I'm going to go over a little bit more. That blue is going to stay there and tone the black that we're doing. And I'm going to come across the village with a lighter hand here and then into that sort of open space. Pick up a little more ink. And now I'm going to come across, sort of think as if maybe clouds and light splatter was coming through the space. All right, back down to the bottom with a little more black, protecting that stamp with the mask. And then last but not least, on this section, I'm going to just come back in with a little more blue because I don't want it to be black on black on black. I want it to be a nice sky that has lots of colors featured in that. Okay, now.
That is beautiful.
Okay, so here we go. Here's where it kind of comes to life. When we take that mask off and we can see, we now have the night sky. We have the beautiful foreground here, that snow type of pattern. And now we're going to do the little bit of magic, the complicated thing I was talking about. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can do this, friends. Okay, so complicated piece. Here we're going. We're putting this down here. I'm going to take a Post-it note. Is that what I'm going to do? As I'm thinking. I did a practice run of this. Let me see. That's going there. This is going here. Maybe I don't. Oh, I do need the Post-it. I remember why. Hang on a second. Checking something. No, I don't need the Post-it. I think I'm going to be fine. Okay, let's try. So what we're going to do, you can see in the example, we've got Santa and his reindeer and the greeting, and then this green that's coming up in the forefront. So I'm going to ink up Santa, his sleigh, and his reindeer. Just inking that up. And then I'm going in for a little bit more green where we have that green down on the bottom. And I'm going to do this while Paige is going to take out another one of these diamonds for us to look at in just a second.
Karen,
These are all-
Oh, they're all so beautiful.
Here we'll go with, oh, this is another new one. This one.
Okay. How excited do you
Ah.
get, Paige, when new product comes in?
Oh, we're like kids in a candy shop.
I imagine. I
Look
love
at
that one. Isn't
Yeah.
that beautiful?
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, we love the triple band on this because it can
Yes.
act, especially again when people come in for
That
maybe
is-
it's been 30 years and they want an upgrade. Sometimes having the two
an
bands
Did you
Fred?
hear that? 30-year
Bands
updates.
on the side.
Where is my husband when I need
I
him?
know. We can get him to watch this on the replay. Karen. That's what we can do. All right, friends. Oh, that's
Oh,
absolutely
that is it.
beautiful.
So
Paige.
give us some details about this one, just for Fred.
For Fred. So Fred, it's a 2-carat center diamond. And then we've got the 2 bands of diamonds on the side, also lab diamond as well. So
Beautiful.
very wallet friendly.
Oh, do daughters get 40th birthday diamonds?
Do you know what? Okay, let me just tell you ladies for a second here. So our daughter is turning 40, which Fred gets a little antsy when he realizes that his baby girl is going to be 40. I can only imagine what he thinks of when Sydney will be 40, which is years away from us still. But Ashley is turning 40 this December. And I am really encouraging them. They're going to go away on a daddy-daughter trip, which I think, man, at
Wow.
40, I would love to have been able to do that.
Lovely.
And it may involve Hawaii.
That's my
And
happy place.
and it may involve a motorcycle ride that they get to do throughout the islands. And if those are true, then no, there's no diamond for your 40th birthday, baby girl. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that's a really hard choice to make. I don't know.
True.
You've got a big
True.
decision to make.
Okay, so big decision indeed. I think Fred fainted. Was that sound I just heard
Yeah,
over there?
I thought we heard
I
a
heard
thud.
something like that just
He just
happened
left
over
the
there.
room. He's
Indeed.
gone.
Okay. All right. So you can see I've got our holiday cheer. I've got our what do we call that? Santa and sleigh. I've missed a little bit because I was talking about beautiful things like our daughters. And I'm just going to go back and do a little stamp CPR in those spots that I missed to see if I can get that to come through. And we can, which is beautiful. So let me move this out of our way. And okay, so this is what we've got going on right
That
now.
is so pretty.
Okay, this
Does everybody like this? I love it.
Aw.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thanks for saying that. I have so much fun making these. So this guy here is an acrylic paint pen. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get, now the cabinets are made of glass, so we will easily be able to remove any splatter that might go a little bit further. But I'm just going to prime my pen which is paint. And I'm going to take another pen and knock it, because what's Santa without a little snow? Let me get some more paint running here. And there, oh, I splattered the whole way to page. Oh my goodness, Lisa, look away.
Not on that
look
ring.
away, look away.
Guarding the ring, guarding the ring.
Yeah.
So getting some snow, guarding the ring.
Otherwise, you're just gonna have to take it home, Paige, you know?
Right?
Who's gonna want to buy it after it's got
Liam
paint
would
splatters?
totally support that idea.
Yeah,
wouldn't he?
maybe it would be for a 40th birthday. Not that you're turning page 40, but
no,
someone
still
here in our
Harris.
chat is.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Okay, so now I'm taking a different pen, and this one, I'm just going to come through with a couple little extra dots in the green area down here to give me just a little bit more life in the green that we want. All right, we've got that. So what's next, friends? We've got a little bit of snow. We've got our stamping done. We're going to cut this down to the size that we need for our card. So let's see if I can pass page A cloth to wipe that counter, because I'm all
Yes.
paranoid about what Lisa might do and never have me back again. Okay, so we're going to make this the front of the card. Now you can see, if I show you the detail down here,
Keep on
the
scribbling.
bottom, I've got a little bit, the paint did not come off, but I
No,
will get a
that's okay.
razor and take it
It's
off.
gonna come off, don't worry.
My poor mom is watching this going, honey, why did you get their store dirty? I'm sorry, Mom. You taught me better than this. I know. Okay. Bring this down a little bit more as well on this side. And which size am I going to? 4. And then the other side. Here we go. So now I have got it to the size that I want it. Get these out of our way, and we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of glitter, because what's life without a bit of bling, right? So here I've got the card for you to see, and this little product here is called Stickles, and all we're going to do here is add in a little bit of glitter. It's sort of like glitter glue, but what that's going to do is dry and leave only sort of the sparkles behind. So now our snow has this sort of magical look to it in our little village. We'll give these little people some snow that they're going on as well. And then just randomly, we're going to put a couple little spots in as well around here.
It's amazing, all the little details, right?
Right?
You don't notice that you need those little speckles of snowflakes till they're there.
Right?
Same with the sparkle.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So what we're going to do now is assemble. So let me move this out of the way so it can just dry. And then I'm going to show you guys how these come together as beautiful cards. So these are my TV Magic ones that I made a little earlier. You can see the diamonds that we're creating on. And I've said lots of times that the color of the mask that you put behind a card changes the way a card looks. So we've got some nice red foil here. I've got all the glitter, right? All the glitter that's happening here. So I want to put one on the glitter. And then I like when we do sort of look at sort of the solid blues to be able to bring those blues out. But just to show you, look at how it changes so that now the black is standing out on this one. So I think we'll go ahead and do this one. And I've got our card base somewhere here. Yes, card base. This is going to be a little top folding card. Card base here. And tape. We're going to start with tape. Okay, so card base here. We're going to take this mat on the back, and using double-sided tape, I'm just going to go ahead.
I love all the comments in the chat. I love it. It's beautiful.
Isn't
it
it
really,
fantastic?
really is beautiful.
It is such a community thing. I wanted to start this social media business with a full intention of having community at its core. And I think that is what we're doing, ladies. That
so
is what
fun.
we're doing.
And really, isn't that how we're meant to live?
I
In
agree.
community with others?
I agree completely.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree. All right, so let's put this one together like this. There we go. That's card number 1 with our little village ready to go. And then because we're doing some bling, I think we ought to bring this one in. Use my top folding card. Always important if you've pre-folded your cards to check which way they open.
Is that the voice of experience talking?
Yeah, I may have made upside down cards, friends. I may have made backwards opening and upside down cards if I'm telling you the gospel truth.
That's how you know they're handmade.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so we've got that one. Now on glitter paper, because of the texture of it, I always like to go in with something a little stronger and ready to go. So I'm going to just grab my scissors and use this foam adhesive tape. It's double-sided tape. I'm just going to line that on the back. What that does, it's an extra strong adhesive, but it's giving us some loft to the card as well. So the first one I made is 1 layer. This is actually going to pop up so that when the person you're giving the card to gets it, they're feeling just that extra texture in the card that they have, which is always fun to do. Okay, and let's get that adhered. And while I'm doing this, ladies, I'm going to ask you to grab a couple cards from the basket of the ones that we're going to have available in the store.
Yes.
And we are going to finish up this card and then show off some of those cards. Here we go.
You know, there are so many beautiful ones here.
Aww.
It's just amazing.
Amazing. Okay, friends, so here's how our cards look for tonight. And then I'm going to glitter, like glitter is just a great thing. I'm going to go back to my one camera wonder. Let's just double check that Fred is still doing okay. You're okay, Fred? You didn't leave after all that 30th anniversary talk and 40th daughter talk? You're good? I love it. Wave, Fred. Go ahead. Wave. He's like, what do you want me to do? Okay, wave. He's there. Okay, so we've got those cards there, friends. And then Paige, come on over to our side here. We'll grab a seat again.
Okay.
And while we're just getting resituated here, friends, what I'll just ask that you remember to do. So we are going to have this replay available, and it will be something that people can come back and take a look at who might not know Michael House yet, who might not know Silveri Jewellers yet, who might not know me and my social mission of building a community through crafting and happy mail. What we'd love for you to do is like this, share this. All of those things make the algorithm very, very happy with us. So let me move over this way. So you've got the three of us going to come back. Let's see if I can remember what I had to do. This goes here. This is going to go over here. There we are, ladies. Okay. So you've got a couple cards each. Let's just show.
Yep.
So there's a number of different designs in the store, and you can pop in at any time. You don't have to purchase something at Silveri Jewellers, but it's lovely if you do, especially if it's a 5-carat. Lovely.
Shows the ring.
But the cards will be here for you. Anybody can come in and get the cards. When you do get the cards, it's for any donation amount. If you need our suggestion, we can help you with that. But whatever's in your heart that you'd like to give to the great mission at Michael House will be wonderfully and happily accepted as well. And I just love, Paige, if you want to show us a couple that you have here that are going to be in the store. There we go. We've got a little bit Charles Dickens in his look. Then this one's that's actually done with a better press plate, which is lots of fun. Here we go. A little bit of gold on this one with some nice embossing. That's just something gorgeous. And then Karen, show us what you've got here.
This one I loved because it's not just the traditional.
Yeah, it's
right?
got some really nice
It's
soft
so
colors in
fun.
it. Yes, absolutely. And I can see the question about what types of payment methods are going to take in store for the donations. Paige, can you?
Yeah, so we can do cash in store. We also will have a QR code that will go directly to Michael House where you can do an online payment.
As well.
Yeah.
And check cash or check in.
Yeah. And if you wanted to make a donation, you can call Michael House
Yep.
and do a credit card
Yes.
donation.
And actually, on the back of all of the packages, we also have a label on it that people will be able to use as a QR code. And one of the really cool things about the cards that we've made is on the card itself is a QR code that people can use to get to the Creating Sherri YouTube channel and see me making that card. So it's not just that they're getting a card. It's a card that serves a mission. It's a card that comes from a local, can I call myself an artisan mom? I don't know if that's too much, but a local crafter who has made it. And then they get to see the video of it being made, which, let's face it, we all really enjoy YouTube these days, don't we? Show us a couple more that you picked out here, Karen.
I love this one.
Yeah. What does it say? This one says,
Yeah,
hearts full of joy and wonder.
I know. Isn't that beautiful? And isn't that really what Christmas is about?
Absolutely.
And then this one for a more traditional look. This one
Absolutely.
is lovely as well.
It's incredible.
With a little charm. Would you call that a
I
charm?
would call
on
that a
it?
charm. And Lisa and I
It's
had
lovely.
words over the design of putting those charms on. She was much better at it than I was, as it turned out. So
They're
it's
beautiful.
wonderful. Well, ladies, what an absolute pleasure to spend time with you this evening. Thank you for not making fun of me taking over the entire diamond counter
Yeah,
as we
it's so fun.
crafted here. But I'd really just love to hear a closing thought from each of you about Silveri Jewellers, about Michael House, and why you're so excited for this Christmas charity campaign. Paige, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think this just has been, it's kind of the icing on the cake to our kind of season of giving, kind of partnering with Michael House. Yeah, we're really excited to be able to do this. And I love seeing the comments about people already interested in just what Michael House is about. So I'm glad that we get to help spread the news even more.
I love it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Karen?
And I just love the opportunity to invite other people to be part of the Michael House Village and just what it's all about. And, you know, many years ago when Silveri started the toy drive, who knew that it would just continue to grow and just expand. And that's so fun and exciting. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas because
Yes.
I probably won't see you.
Right.
Mhm.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Indeed. It's wonderful. Well, friends and family, it is so, so great that you're able to come into this live stream. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you for doing that. We hope that you got it from a friend who was here tonight that shared it with you. We hope that you want to share it with others yourself, because like we said, this isn't just a one and done type of thing. This is a local retailer who has been in business in our community for
24?
24. Coming on to
24
years.
years here in Guelph. Michael House has been how long in
Yeah.
our area?
Yeah, 22, 23
22.
years. Yep.
And I'm 50. I've only been doing this for 2 minutes though, friends. So, but I am so happy to have an opportunity to be with you all tonight. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Lisa and Todd for sponsoring our charity kickoff this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, we love those likes. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks Mom for being here. And thanks Fred for supporting me, because it does take a village.
Yeah.
Thanks and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Good. Bye.
Bye-bye.